Alright guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We're still working on our little country road, trying to develop it, get things where we want it to be. I want to darken some of these green colors we put in here last time that I'm not really happy with. Again, I'm going to grab some ultramarine blue, burn umber, get that mixed in there, get my good dark back. Where's that trying to run on me? I'll extend that, there we go. Let's mix that in there. Give me that good dark. Get up back up here in these trees, see. I want that tree kind of overhanging that other tree back, these trees back there. Keep some of those lights back in there, but I tone that just a bit. Guys, don't be afraid to put your darks in. You cannot do your lights without them. It just ain't going to happen. And I'm sorry, get my hand out of the way so y'all can see what I'm doing here. Push those strokes. Side of the tree, heading off up over there. Get that strong dark right back here. The limb heading off there. Have the limbs cut off every direction and shadows coming around. I'm afraid to cast some shadows on the tree and get that edge back on the back of that tree. Kind of roll that brush. Give that tree some texture. We're just trying to make an old country lane. We're walking out into that field. This is what they used to call the North 40, I guess. You know, the farmer knew where it was. He knew where he was going. People from down in Chickamauga will know where this is at. They drive through it every morning. They know where this clearing's at. They see it. Cut things in there. Shapes and shadows and all these different places, strong darks, and another limb hanging off of the tree, heading off that direction up here. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of that light we had there and catch more of that light, get that back on this tree right in here, see? There at that base and where that root kind of rolls and the sun's kind of hitting on that side right there. A little bit up this side of that crack. So if it's many darks, we've got to catch a little bit of that light back into there. Now I really like that strong light effect that we had. A little tinge of green in it. So I'm going to pull a little bit of green into that white. See if we can't pull some of that color of that right down into the next, there we go. Down beside that split and then just kind of roll your brush again. I don't want it to look like a line, I want it to look like it's wrapping around that tree. Catch that color right in there. That was our tree heading up there. I want to try to keep that. Good light in that area. That back side a little bit with it's kind of a reflected light on the back of that tree. Up here where it's, well, the light caught a little bit of that tree up here on that limb going up in here. It's heading off. Front of that limb just heading off there. Catch some of these limbs up this upper part of that tree, see? Roll your brush so your strokes aren't just straight strokes on trees. So just roll that into there. See how we're pushing that light on up into that tree, places where the sun's hitting it up here in this upper part of the tree. A little bit of yellow ochre. Some white in there. Remember, it has a little bit of sap green in with it. Just kind of roll that all together, and that'll give me a strong light that's hitting right, kind of right in there on that tree limb. Look at that, up on top of that tree. So we got that dark limb heading off there, and there's going to be some light right there over here on this side. So don't be afraid to cut some in there. We can put more darks on top of it. Right now we're trying to figure where that light is actually be hitting on that tree. Roll your strokes a little bit. So got that good dark there. Don't ever waste a good dark. Put a light in there with it. So we're trying to get some lights up top of that tree. Now I've got that strong light. I want to get this road a little bit more. Get some light down on the road. Let's develop that road a little bit more. Especially for in this area. Look at those lights that are kind of rolling up into here. Try to keep some of that pushing across here. Put a stroke on, kind of try to race it back off, kind of with your brush a little bit. Right into that tree. I love what just a single stroke can do, and I can make something really jump out for you. Especially right back in there, between those trees. I still ain't got what I want on my road. I'm gonna grab a little more of that yellow ochre and put in there with that. Really lighten that. Really, really lighten that. Catch that. There we go. So we're not worried if we get too light. Guess what? We got more paint. We got tons of paint in these tubes. But let's get this road kind of established a bit more and build layers in here, and it's winding on down the road. Keep the strokes kind of going across the road. That way I can tone that back down again, put some more color back into there. I'll get that strong light hitting on that tree there and rolling into the tree. Lose that hard edge. Keep just that side that light's really, that sun's catching on that. So right where that root turns right there, that sun's really going to hit it right there at that base. A little light up in here. Now what is that? We're just trying to put some strokes that might appear in here, and a little bit of sky that might be showing up here between these branches and limbs. And we had those leaves down here that we had real bright before. Let's see if we can catch that bush down in here. So something to put, we can come back and glaze some colors on top of that. We're developing where we want those leaves to be behind that tree. We're still playing. Yeah, okay.